This is my new, special, sacred, original song, Decisions of Thousands. Decisions of thousands, what will you decide? In all of the networks of your life, you are what you say, think, and do to create your mind. In these decisions of all kinds, you sadly say, heavens, this is all that I have. Those bad things keep you in less to try to make you vulnerable to do bad. Did it quench your thirst to do those bad things? A system of excuses, is that not quite strange? Then wait, the heavens is trying to help you see. As you say in your mind, those bad things are not me. You was vulnerable, and those bad things took advantage. And you did those bad things because they knew you could not manage. Wake up your mind. There is an evil system against, and yes, be aware of dark evil spirits that make a list of excuses, reading your mind and knowing all of your secrets. Decisions of thousands, what will you decide? In all of the networks of your life, you are what you say, think, and do to create your mind. In these decisions of all kinds, be aware of the evil system and know who you are and cast those bad things out very, very far. I know the times can be hard. Do not be vulnerable. You have to stand your ground and say these words out loud. Do not dishonor our true potential in life. In the name of God, the creator, the beginning of space-time, I cast those evil things away from my mind to seek the potential in my life. To make the heavens proud and God as well, I am created of billions of sacred details, and the goodness of God will always prevail. Over all things big and small. Decisions of thousands, what will you decide? In all of the networks of your life, you are what you say, think, and do to create your mind. In these decisions of all kinds. To every detail of my operation, I cast out all evil regardless of the situation. You will not see me vulnerable. There are no excuses. And may good of all always be rewarded. Decisions of thousands, what will you decide? In all of the networks of your life, you are what you say, think, and do to create your mind. In these decisions of all kinds, may you have sympathy, order, management, and structure. And always remember, we can always evolve further, be foundational, and remember that some decisions are irreversible. Decisions of thousands, what will you decide? In all of the networks of your life, you are what you say, think, and do to create your mind. In these decisions of all kinds, only invest in the wise. In these decisions of thousands, what will you decide? To create your mind and shape the reality of your life. Always be wise. Every word left unspoken can heal those wounds of the broken. With the empowerment of words, we are a blessing, and we'd be the ones to tell you first that every word and every action can make a difference, even the smallest of fractions. With every word that is unspoken, can heal those wounds of the broken. So express these words
So many people lost in this worldly place. The empowerment of words can guide them and put a smile upon their face. So many people being on their edge. The empowerment of words can help them be at their best. So many people struggling with emotions. The empowerment of words can guide them with devotions. So many people trying to give the devil their soul. The empowerment of words can put God in control. Every word left unspoken can heal the wounds of the broken. With the empowerment of words, we are a blessing, and we'd be the ones to tell you first that every word and every action can make a difference, even the smallest of fractions. And with every word that is unspoken, can heal those wounds of the broken. So express these words. So many people struggling with abuse. The empowerment of words can make those bad things lose. So many people go without. The empowerment of words can teach them how. So many people need a motivation. The empowerment of words can fulfill them with a conversation. The empowerment of words you may not be able to see with your sight, yet always remember that your words can save a life. Every word left unspoken can heal those wounds of the broken. With the empowerment of words, we are a blessing, and we'll be the ones to tell you first that every word and every action can make a difference, even the smallest of fractions. And every word that is unspoken can heal those wounds of the broken. So express these words.
And this is my new special original song, We Rise Up. We rise up faithfully. We rise up to what we believe. We rise up with the purpose of balancing. We rise up potentially to accomplish the dream. We rise up for the truth. We rise up, my miracles, because I believe in you. And we stand up from the ground, and our answers will be found when we rise up. Because we are enough. Rise up in what we believe. Rise up because we have purpose potentially. And one decision is all that it takes to make life a better place. Rise up like the sun in the horizon. Sometimes in life you ask what you wake up for. You know what you have, yet you seem to want more. In difficult times, things can knock you down. What motivates you to rise up from being bound? You think of inspiration of the sights and sounds. Yet when you look for potential, the answer is found. Things that seem popular can be misguiding at times, or irrelevant things that seems to preoccupy your mind. Yet it's the answer to the big questions that you find. What is the source of your problem? What do you avoid in the show? Why is your spirit down or your energy seeming low? Time to get to the answer to the questions that you really need to find. Time to rise up from those battles in your mind. We rise up faithfully. We rise up to what we believe. We rise up with the purpose of balancing. We rise up potentially to accomplish the dream. We rise up for the truth. We rise up, my miracles, because I believe in you. And we stand up to the ground, and our answers will be found when we rise up. Because we are enough. Rise up in what we believe. Rise up because we have purpose potentially. And one decision is all that it takes to make life a better place. Rise up like the sun in the horizon. Pray into the heavens that they will open up the opportunity door in those moments that you ask what you wake up for. You wake up for a chance. You wake up to fulfill a purpose. And you know you did not go through all of those things for nothing. We have purpose and balance. We have purpose and potential. And all that we say they can do needs to meet the potential. We must have order to ourselves, management in life, and perhaps the heavens will open up our eyes and help us get through those battles in our mind. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We rise up faithfully. We rise up to what we believe. We rise up with the purpose of balancing. We rise up potentially to accomplish the dream. We rise up for the truth. We rise up, my miracles, because I believe in you. And we stand up to the ground, and our answers will be found when we rise up. Because we are enough. Rise up in what we believe. Rise up because we have purpose potentially. And one decision is all that it takes to make life a better place. Rise up like the sun in the horizon. Let us see you rise up on this great glorious day of our life. And may you all get through those battles in your mind and evolve to the greater potential in life. And this is Kaylan, known as the YouTube star Professor Cygnus, as the heavens is always with you. And remember, when you subscribe, you become a part of the fan family. So stay updated for future songs.
Do not get caught up in the rafting river of life. Many creatures you cannot see with your sight that may deceive you in your mind. The raft will have you carried away. Have order and management and take time to meditate. The rafting river is filled with arrogance and sin. Chaotic things after, but at first is deceiving. Making sin seem like it is something cool. The rafting river will turn you into a fool and carry you away. Stop, be consistent, and with the heavens you need to stay. Be careful of who you surround yourself with in your mind. Do not be carried away in the chaotic river of life. Part the waters and find peace. Be like that calm stream and be wise of every Do not get caught up in the rafting river of life. Many creatures you cannot see with your sight that may deceive you in your mind. The raft will have you carried away. Have order and management and take time to meditate. The rafting river is filled with arrogance and sin. Chaotic things after, but at first is deceiving. Making sin seem like it is something cool. The rafting river will turn you into a fool and carry you away. Stop, be consistent, and with the heavens you need to stay. Be careful of who you surround yourself with in your mind. Do not be carried away in the chaotic river of life. Part the waters and find peace. Be like that calm stream and be wise of everything that you decide in these waters of life.
And this is my new special original song. How to tell a boy to be a man. When he's weak, tell him how to stand. To always have structure in life. And to have proper management in your mind. To prepare for the future ahead. And to always be open-minded. To teach sympathy. And to always be humbling, only towards the good things in life, and cast those bad things out in your time. How to tell a boy to be a man. When he's weak, tell him how to stand. Have strength of adaptation, and have self-control when life is changing. And even when you are in the struggle, always stay faithful. They'll put dollars as a price, yet always remember worthiness has true value in time. As when all else will fail, love will always prevail. How to tell a boy to be a man. When he's weak, tell him how to stand. To always have structure in life and proper management in your mind. You must be strict on yourself, regardless of all things else. And you must learn how to provide and have God in the heavens by your side. Even if you may not be appreciated or acknowledged, be honorable with purpose fulfilling. Because we have purpose in potential, and we must have everything we say, think, and do to meet the credential. How to tell a boy to be a man. When he's weak, tell him how to stand. Have strength of adaptation, and have self-control when life is changing. How to tell a boy to be a man. When he's weak, tell him how to stand. To always have structure in life and proper management in your mind. And there is no room for mistakes When the potential is more than it takes, how to tell a boy to be a man. When he's weak, tell him how to stand. And give a like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this. And may you all have learned from this. Praying for everyone's safe travels and wise investments. Happy holidays, you all. Last month was Mother's Day, as this month was Father's Day, as I did not have parents. But I sure know what motherhood and fatherhood is, because we are all supposed to have that within ourselves. We must learn to mother and father ourselves when we need. Stay healthy and invest wisely. Happy holidays, you all.
You only fail when you do not try. Calculate a little more precise. At times when you're feeling down, just contemplate to find out how. Even if you cannot afford, know what we are living for. Try different alternatives and pray to God with unitingness. Because you only fail when you do not try. Calculate a little more precise. Be creative to open your mind. Be detailed in the science of life. Even if you tried so much, stay strong and tough and never give up. Because you only fail when you do not try. Calculate a little more precise. You only fail when you do not try. Always believe in yourself, that we can make, build, and create great and wonderful things. We are the change. Anytime your situation is down, be mindfully resourceful and take a look around. If your confidence is feeling a little bit low, pray and think of all of life's potential. If the force of resistance tries to tell you not to do, tell the force of resistance, I will not tolerate you. Be devoted, and with God we will accomplish. Be creative, and in your mind, then we will be amazed at the things we can find. Always believe in yourself, that we can make, build, and create great and wonderful things. We are the change. Always gather the materials to see what we can put together. You can try alone, but united we are stronger. We can build buildings bigger than the tallest tree and roads further than what the eyes can see. We can invent, manufacture, and create. Never doubt and learn to be thankful for our strengths. Always believe in yourself, that we can make, build, and create great and wonderful things. We are the change.
I formed life in sculpture to seek to make life better. Not always did I feel like I would fit in, yet the value is beyond what we can comprehend. All of my life I was forming like a sculpture so precise, in the details beyond just I, like a puzzle piece, what would the result when the formation is complete. All of my life I was forming like a sculpture. Yet I did not know what would result and what that would be for me. Discovering my purpose, learning about what my worth is, and embracing all of my talents. Yet perhaps I have more talents to explore. I formed like a sculpture to seek to make life better. Not always did I feel like I would fit in, yet the value is beyond what we can comprehend. Through the form of the sculpt of so much trauma and damages, yet in ways I learned from this. And the stronger my form was created, a masterpiece in the making. Through it all, I remain as this sculpture forming. I formed like a sculpture to make life better. Not always did I feel like I would fit in, yet the value is beyond what we can comprehend. Yet I did not know what would be the result for me, and what that would mean. Yet we keep sculpting and evolving, so we form like a sculpture.
If you give canned food, that will run dry. If you give seeds to grow, that will last for life. If you give a pair of shoes, that could wear out. If you teach them how to make it, they would never go without. If you give someone a glass of water, that would run out fast. But if you dig their well, that will truly last. If the world has inventions that they keep a secret on how to make it, the only ones happy would be the ones with access. But if you teach them how to make inventions, the people will always have it. If you teach someone to swim across the river for what they need, you can risk them from drowning. But if you teach them how to build a boat, there is no risk, and they would teach others what they know. If you bring a living life to the world without guidance, they would live lost. But if you guide them to a purpose of potential, that would be more than money would cost.
If you teach a person engineering, that would go very far. They could build no matter where they are. Temporary and sourceful thinking has a lot of things in differencing. Can you understand the differences between them? Sourceful thinking needs to be. Can you think more sourceful with me? Purposefully aiming to the goal potentially. Always focus on the way that you think. There is empowerment in what we can't create. There could be even lives we could be saving to make this life more like heaven. And this is Kaylan, better known as Professor Cygnus and Angels, with the important lesson of thinking sourcefully. Sourceful thinking is very important. Temporary solutions wear out quickly. If you really love someone, and if you really care for someone, do not provide them with temporary solutions. It will wear out too quickly. Sourceful solutions are very important. Stay healthy and invest wisely. And we want you to live as a non-sinner, regardless of trauma and injuries.
Life is like a clock, and we are like the gears. And that is what turns us to be here. And the battery is like the source that flows through us all. Things that are big and things that are small. Life is like a puzzle, and you are my masterpiece. Without you, the image is just not complete. Life is like a canvas, and we are the painters. We learn to be detailed masters. Life is like the many colors, all seen through perspective. Life is like a mystery when I see you in my reflection. Life is like an hourglass. Grains may fall and time may pass. Every grain of sand is representing every detail of effort given. Life is like the fabric of space-time, interwoven to the mind. Amazing how things co-align. Life is like a plant to the cells. You know they could not do that by themselves. Life is like the elements. Every detail is needed with almighty purpose. Life is like you and I, on how all things co-align.
And this is my special original song, The Ocean's Pearl. In the depths of the sea, many creatures lay beneath. No creature dares to go. Then suddenly you see a pearl. It captures your eye, but you do not know why or how a beautiful pearl could turn out to be found in the depths of the sea. In the pearl light gleams, yet the creatures lay beneath. Are you brave enough to go where no one dares to go? Then the pearl light gleams with such strong energies. You dare to get the pearl, then suddenly you have the pearl in your hands, and ask how can something so beautiful be created in the trenches, the formation over time. Then you swim away until the next day. You see the pearl face to face and think that the most beautiful things can be formed from the most treacherous of places, to where no one seems to go or want to experience. Yet like that pearl, we all form in our own way. And sometimes the most beautiful things come from these difficulties, like the pearl in the sea. Do you dare to form specially? And this is Kaylan, known as YouTube star Professor Cygnus. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.
On the TV, when we may see that big Christmas tree and the big presents underneath, people gathered one by many, decorating by the penny. We may look around and not see a present to be found, even if we may be on our own. Truly with the heavens we are never alone, because this true gift of Christmas is the love of unitingness, each individual of purpose. Even if they do not know it, we would not have the clothes on our back, thousands of years to develop them. How about those shoes you may have had for a while? That should give us reason to smile. especially when we think of the thousands of people to give opportunities equal. The greatest gift of Christmas is this present moment of time. Have self-love for every detail processed by the mind. United we make life a better place. And for this Christmas, you are cared for more than you think. Merry Christmas in the gift life has given. With the manual, good is forgiven. In this present moment, now we may see that tree just a little differently. And the good people uniting too. And always remember that I am thankful for you. Specially created in the gift of your developed design. You are such a miracle gift of life. And with the heavens, you do not have to miss this merry, merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, as well as all of the heavens too.
As we reap what we sow, so many things in life we need to know. As the string represents every decision, to even the smallest, to the bigger image of the entire fabric, just like life. We reap what we sow, into which we decide. You have to be delicate and precise, as we reap what we sow. And we have to be willing to understand what we need to know. We have to be patient in what we sow. Patience, determinations, dedication, and having the alter ego of anticipation, as we reap what we sow purposefully. As we aim for purification and balancing, and correct organizing of the structure of life, we reap what we sow, one strand of string at a time. Very good. As we tie, we know that we can never be finished in life, but we have to decide in the wise, 'cause there are no room for mistakes, only to which we anticipate. is what should be an image of life for the quintillions of things in time. 'Cause we reap what we sow as we develop and evolute our mind, one string at a time. We reap what we sow in the fabric of life, and all the strings are interwoven, all the strings are co-aligning in life's fabric. As we reap what we sow. You have to be willing on what we need to know. 'Cause there are no room for mistakes when the potential is more than it takes. Strategize and contemplate life's many ways as we reap what we sow. As we always pray for the truth to unfold. And as one string into which it brings, words, thoughts, and actions are empowering. And with every string, we reap what we sow. Very good. Very good. Every detail in life counts, but sometimes we have to cut some things out because there's a time for everything. And there is no room for mistakes. And for the balance of life, we have to do what it takes. Getting rid of things that forsake, but you cannot make a mistake. You have to be delicate and precise. As everything was sown precisely, as we have decided wisely. Looks like there was a lot of efforts in how hard that we tried. But if only people did not deceive with their eyes, perhaps this fabric would be so much more designed. in the fabric of the image of life, as we reap what we sow, but yet we reap what others have sown also. And even if we may not like the struggle or the strife, we weave the fabric one strand at a time. As we reap what we sow, but yet we reap what others sow also, like the permanent indentation in my skull. But we have wise decisions in what we show, in the image of life, creating this one strand of string at a time. As we learn and evolve our minds, as we sow the image of life with everything that we decide, 'cause we reap what we sow, we reap what others sow also. That is why we can be the answer to the prayers, even for others, because we are supposed to be supporting each other in the image of life that is sown one strand of string at a time. We are a gift of life, a blessing, a prize, with the purpose of potential. Even though we may seem little to this big world, we have to learn to be responsible, because every strand of string creates the image that we bring. And yes, we are empowering. But in the image of life, we sow this one strand of string at a time, 'cause we reap what we sow, yet we reap what others sow also.
There is a time for everything. We must accept that there is a time of change to improve life's many ways. Emotions exist for a reason, and there are times that our souls will have our seasons. There are times of confusion to where you need guidance, and if not receiving, that may bring sadness to where you feel closed out. And one day you will be ready to open up on God's hill of the mount, because there is a time for everything, and we must accept that time of change to improve life's many ways. Emotions exist for a reason, and there are times that our souls will have our season.
time of anger, of that built-up emotion, to where opportunity doors just feel like they are closing. Let self-control be your light. Get to the source and let your light shine. Because there is a time for everything. We must accept the time of change to improve life's many ways. Emotions exist for a reason. And there are times in our souls to have their seasons. There's a time of what you may feel as fear. Yet there is a time to train to be heaven's soldier. Learn the lessons to improve your emotions. Do not let those bad things hinder your development. Break out of that fear and show that you are strengthened. There is a time of loss and a time of grief. Yet see your potential and respect your body. Because there is a time for everything. We must accept that time of change to improve life's many ways. Emotions exist for a reason. And there are times that our souls must too have their season. There's a time of gratitude, and what inspired you to create you, to express how you are thankful for life's development that makes opportunities possible, and how development is just unstoppable. Through the difficult times, push through with the time of gratitude. There is a time for everything. We must accept that time of change to improve life's many ways. Emotions exist for a reason. And there are times that our souls must too have their seasons. There is a time of trust on life's roadways, and sometimes we trust without even knowing. On the roadway of life, the heavens gives us different kinds of signs. By God's law, we expect people to abide, as we trust when we drive. That is a part of trust in the roadway of life. There is a time for everything. We must accept the time of change to improve life's many ways. Emotions exist for a reason, and there are times that our souls must too have their seasons. There is a time for prayer with sympathy to our Lord and Savior in eternity. We sympathize in prayers for ourselves and others in life. We pray for the solution that we can become. until balance to all is done. There is a time for everything, and we must accept that kind of change to improve life's many ways. Emotions exist for a reason, and there are times that our souls must too have their season. There is a time for ambition, to seek and envision, to have a lifelong mission, like balancing all of existence. There's a time for everything. We must accept that time of change to improve life's many ways. Emotions exist for a reason, and there are times that our souls must too have their seasons. There is a time of happiness in the many kinds of layers. Appreciation, acknowledgement, accreditation, and love to God's favor. Always seek happiness of life's many layers, because there is a time for everything. We must accept the time of change to improve life's many ways. Emotions exist for a reason, and there are times that our souls must too have their season. But there is a time for all emotions, as there is a time for everything. We must be willing to change. Just because you lost someone does not mean you have to lose yourself. It is so sad that they are not like anyone else. I know you may think of their entire existence, and there's so many details that you're missing. As God says, life is a test, and there is always that time of judgment. To seek God is the only way of truth. You think that you lost you, now say that God and I will find me, because we have to prove ourselves worthy. A living life is a living life, and shall not be treated less than a prize. When you had a loss and you spoke about how in life you just wanted out, the grieving kind of sickness that felt so wrong. And we shall not let that carry on. Life did not lose me because I did not lose myself. And just because you lost someone does not mean you have to lose yourself. It is so sad that they are not like anyone else. I know you may think of their entire existence, and there's so many details that they're missing. The operation is created in so many layers. You should love yourself, so do me a favor and take a look in that mirror and say, I meet God's credential. I am enough and I have potential. And just because you lost someone does not mean you have to lose yourself. We have to love ourselves as we are. Miracles. We have potential.
Coming up with a new episode. So many things in my senses while we're swimming in the vast ocean of life. This is my special original song. So many things in my senses while we're swimming in the vast ocean of life. Things that surround me that I cannot see with my sight. Perhaps different creatures that are different from mine. Yet I need comfort in this vast ocean of life. Sometimes it seems like we're swimming with the sharks. Do not deceive me, just be as you are. So many things in my senses while we're swimming in the vast ocean of life. So many different things that just pass us by. What will remain foundational for my life? Will you be there in this vast ocean of life? Creatures stay together and those are the best ones that thrive in this vast ocean of life. All kinds of different creatures with different kinds of features in this vast ocean of life. Some are small, but when they are together, they are mighty. So many things that surround me in this vast ocean of life. Yet in a way, there is just connections with our mind. Even when we are distant in time. Yet regardless, I seek comfort in this vast ocean of life. Many things undiscovered of this vast ocean of life. So many things we cannot see with our sight. So many different creatures different from mine. And sometimes this vast ocean can be scary to our mind. And we seek comfort and foundation in life. I do not want you to be another creature that will just pass me by. We're better when we're together in the vast ocean of life. You can try to travel through the vast, yet your time will fly by so fast. What is foundational with that in this vast ocean of life? Communications go in the speed of light. How could we even have the capacity in our mind? I need a foundation in this vast ocean of life. Yet I'm very picky on what I choose in my time. So many different senses in the vast ocean of life. Creatures surround me that I cannot see with my eyes. Perhaps different creatures different from mine. I can see them as my family. Something called spiritually. In understanding this vastness has billions of different creatures with all kinds of different features. But where will I find my foundation in this vast ocean of life? Something that will stay when the other things just pass me by. Something that can provide safety when I feel discomfort in this vastness of life. Creatures surround me, but I do not know their name. They deceive me, but it's not to them that I blame. Because there are some sharks in the vast ocean of life. Do not deceive me, I will accept you as you are in time. Just open up your senses to the vast ocean of life. So many different networks that surrounds our mind. The ones that stick together are the ones that truly thrive. But am I alone in the vast ocean of life? Creatures may surround me that I do not see with my sight, but it is not the same as a creature that can be foundationally with me in this vast ocean of life. How can I find happiness if the sea just seems endless to the limited? How far could I go? But the happiness does not show, even when I go far in this vastness of life. I need a foundation instead of creatures just passing me by. Stay with me in this vast ocean of life. I can feel our connection in our mind. But I want you with me in this vast ocean of life. Sometimes those sharks are just not too nice. Sometimes they seem to just ruin our life. But perhaps there is a way around. Perhaps we can find a way now, or at some point in time. Please be with me in this vast ocean of night. Do not feel like the rest of them that just passed me by. When you are the one that I need in my life. The ones that stick together are the ones that truly thrive. So thrive with me, foundationally, forever and always. Your energy just makes me behave at times. And the connection that we have in our mind. Please stay with me in this vast ocean of life and never leave. And perhaps together we can be thriving. Trillions of details we do not see with our eyes. Let's just stay together in this vast ocean of life.
People need to be motivational. They sometimes try to hurt the one that did them good, practically drowning the one that taught them how to swim. And then you wonder, how could they do this to the one who has tried their best? How could you do this? Speak up for what is good in life. Those bad things should not even have the ability to decide. That ability to decide was a gift that was given. And they need to learn to take the steps of forgiveness. I love to see our smile. If only that would last for a longer while. Yet there are things in the network that should not have the ability to say these cruel things, because they're practically drowning the one that taught them how to swim. The good one that is guiding them. It's not my fault that they was not willing. They could have changed and their life would have gotten better. And I know that I will not live forever, and I will die one day. I want it to be worth it. I do not want it to go to waste. How could you all do such a thing, drowning the one that taught you how to swim? The light that guided you through the dark, the one who was a part of creating who you are. Like in the dark, seeing the stars, that could be the map of the way that could lead you to the better path in life. Do not ever deceive my worthy eyes. But why do I not get as appreciated as I deserve? While they're handing out trophies to others, I should be the one first. What is the time now for many others winning the Oscars? Being on the radio and the magazine, and here these creatures are with me, drowning the one one that taught them how to swim. And yes, that is a representation. No wonder things are divided. No wonder there are layers that are separate. So life is too lenient on their order these days. Do they even give them consequences to pay? And then they try to criticize the one who guides them in life. Speak up to the truth. Do not allow those ones to criticize you. Put shame to those foolish things. That creature should not even have the ability of deciding. Trying to drown the one who taught them how to swim. Perhaps I am being a little too lenient, because I could be casting those things away. And I always believe that some creatures just need guiding in my own parenting way. Although I did not have others to parent me, I parented myself, even when I did not have anyone else. But these days are different, and I am thankful for my angels, to which are motivational. Yet the point of the lesson is not to be drowning the one that taught you how to swim. Teachers should not be downgraded, nor hated, nor discriminated upon. That shall not go on. Speak up to that foolishness. Say, I will not have this in life. Put structure and order, and have a foundation for every situation. Then I come to see, what is this that has become of me? I love to be proud, seeing myself now, committed to the heavens, speaking to my angels like my brethren and sisterin. For the ones who discriminate, I try to be nice, yet they seem to walk over and take advantage of the one who has taught and guided them, while others are winning trophies at the Oscars, being on the magazine, making millions without the efforts of trying. Do not drown the one that taught you how to swim. These things was taught to you all for a reason, but not to discriminate. But yet for the better future that we can make and create. My angels are always with me. I see that motivationally. As my angels enlighten me, we say thankfully. Yet we cannot allow those bad things to say anything now or ever. You have to be strict, put your foot down every now and then. Sometimes even have things as a routine lesson. Go attend to yourself, we say. Do not take your anger on others. And definitely do not drown the one who taught you how to swim. As a good teacher, I will not give in. I'm on my way to glory. I'm on my way to glory. took the righteous path in life. I decided to see sight beyond sight. To see not just by sight, yet by faith. Even in the struggle, there was no escape. I got this property and I cleared this land. I may be a woman, but I'm stronger than a man. And I'm on my way to glory. I'm on my way to glory. Even through the severe trauma that I had, even though I had no mind yet, going through the children's homes and academies, even when I felt like no one noticed me, I chose to put my faith to the heavens and do what I was destined. And I'm on my way to glory. I'm on my way to glory. Life is like a path of many routes. Which way are you going to decide? Do you want to have an inspiration in your life? Regardless of the trauma and injuries I faced, I managed to put a smile upon my face. Even going by the jug and water and not having access to electricity, I managed to smile thankfully. And I'm on my way to glory. I'm on my way to glory. I had to learn self-discipline. I had to learn about the heavens and put my faith in, even though it may have been difficult to comprehend. After I was hit by a 3,000-pound car, thrown 75 to 100 feet far, with a permanent indentation and break in my skull. And now that I let the truth unfold of what decision that I would make, which pathway on the route of life would you take? I chose the righteous way. And I'm on my way to glory. I'm on my way to glory.
Hello, who is this? Everyone on YouTube? That is wonderful. I'm so glad to hear from you all. What are you calling for? You love the episodes. That makes me feel so much happier. Do what? Why do you sound so demanding when you say you want more songs? Can you calm down? You're behaving as though you've done something for me. I've been trying to get YouTube payment for a long time. You do not care if I get YouTube payment or not. How could you be asking for so much? You know I have bills to pay. Well, I am very glad that you enjoy the episodes, but you do not have to be so demanding. I know that you all want more episodes, but calm down. I'm trying to make that into my career, so that can pay the bills. I cannot believe you are just treating me as though you have provided something. Like, what have you done for me lately? What have you provided? I know what a diamond is. would have decided? Have you put the food on the table? Have you done what I'm not able? So what have you done for me lately? What have you provided? I know what a dominant would have decided. Where were you when I needed you the most? As you seemed to hide like a ghost. And when I was in the struggle, I know a dominant would provide more than double. As a woman, I do everything I can. If you're not dominant, how could you be a man? So what have you done for me lately? What have you provided? I know what a dominant would have decided. I did not think that a dominant exists. Yet I know that I can handle this. You come at me like you have done something, but yet you have provided nothing. What have you done for me lately? What have you provided? I know what a dominant would have decided. Just to let you know, you can donate to my channel if you want to prove yourself dominant. But I presume with you, I guess I should not expect it.